After a week off, we're going through Game of Thrones withdrawal. But guess what? Episode 8 is finally here! Almost. So close. So until then, let's get our fix by talking about it on Pre-Game of Thrones. We can only anticipate there's going to be a lot of heads rolling in the last 3 episodes. But first, let's review. Who's gotten the axe/poison/arrow in the face so far? King Joffrey, Crazy Aunt Liza, Locke, totally deserved it. Carl and the Mutineers, great first album. Arrow in the Face Guy. These guys the Mountain killed for absolutely no reason. The slave owners of Marine. Justice. These random townspeople. This horse. Totally did not deserve it. Whoever this guy was. These sheep. No, dude. Party foul. Okay, so definitely pretty violent, but about average for a Game of Thrones season. And we know the tagline for this season is, all men must die. Subtle. So, who's it gonna be? Tyrion at the moment is literally on the brink of life and death. His entire fate will be decided in this episode depending on who wins the fight. Prince Oberyn or Gregor Clegane, aka the Mountain, aka the Hound's brother. We know that if Prince Oberyn loses and Tyrion gets executed, the fans will revolt.
Kill them all!
So our bet is with the Red Viper taking care of business and saving Tyrion's life, right? Because Viper bites Mountain? Or is it Mountain covers Dwarf? Let's see, Mountain, Viper, Dwarf. 1, 2, 3, shoot. So if that happens, what will the results be? We know that Cersei and Tywin have been trying desperately to pin the blame for Joffrey's death on Tyrion.
Take him!
Have they ignited the dwarf rage? Tensions are high, and if Tyrion is still in the picture, Father's Day at King's Landing may be a little awkward.
This is awkward.
The biggest body count will likely come from Castle Black. We've known for like 5 episodes that the cannibals and the wildlings have been marching to annihilate the Night's Watch, and the only one who seems hip to this information is Jon I Told You Snow.
We should seal the tunnel.
That means any of our favorite characters from The Wall and Beyond are totally on the chopping block. Jon Snow, Sam, Gilly, Hottie Redhead, the leader of the Night's Watch, this guy, this guy, this guy. It would be incredibly shocking and a bad move for fangirl poster sales for Jon Snow to get taken out, so we think he's safe. But his red-headed star-crossed cave lover may not be. Will they face each other in battle? Will it end in a Romeo and Juliet moment? I don't know! Hold me. Bran and company, safe. Their three-eyed raven plotline has way too much potential to come in big toward the end of the show, so we're not worried about them. Which probably means any one of them could be killed at any moment.
Hold on.
Dany, safe! We think Daenerys and her crew are kind of in a resting position at this point in the season, so we don't expect to see too much action on their end of the show. However, what about Dario? He just sauntered off and basically said, I'll be right back. You can't say that and then just leave and not die afterwards. Didn't anyone watch Scream back in the 90s? But what about all these other characters? Sansa appears to be ratting out Littlefinger.
I have to tell the truth.
But he's so sneaky. He has to have more plans. You can't kill him or her. The breastfeeding kid, of course, but not them. We think Arya's probably safe, but will the Hound die? It's only a flesh wound. Besides, it's not like a tiny little injury has ever led to anyone's death. Drogo! What about Brienne and my buddy? Oops, sorry, I meant pod race. What about Ramsay and Reek and the party at Moat Cailin? Someone's going down. Shay, the Tyrells, Tommen, Sir Pounce? What's gonna happen to Sir Pounce?
That's Sir Pounce.
Well, we only have a few more days until we find out, and this Game of Thrones drought is over. Join us next time on Pre-Game of Thrones. Yahoo!